Hello everyone, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I am in the thumb of Michigan, and I like to do videos on canning and baking and vintage recipes and just life at this stage of life. I am semi-retired and trying to be frugal and thrifty, but still thrive in life. I mean, that's the goal. And I have done several videos on like using items from my pantry and for menu planning, like I was not buying meat and using from my freezer and my pantry and fresh vegetables during the garden season and doing my menu plans. Well, I wanted to do a video on breakfast because most of those videos focus on dinners and like lunches or leftovers for lunch. But you can use from your pantry and have staples in there that are to make some great breakfast, some great varieties. So I did want to share what I stock and some ideas with you. And, it's wonderful to have a stocked pantry because you never know. You could get sick. Sometimes, extra expenses come along. The weather can be bad here in Michigan and you don't run to the store, to the restaurant. So it's nice to have pantry staples that you can use. You have a stocked pantry, a stocked freezer. But today I'm going to focus on the pantry items for breakfast because I love breakfast and it's such a foundation of your day. And I also like breakfast for dinner. So I have a bunch of things here on my table that I'm going to go over with you. And breakfast to me is a very economical meal. It's one of the most economical ones you can do. I have chickens, and you don't have chickens because it's cheaper. I just love having chickens, so I always have eggs. Well, usually. Depends on the time of the year. I have new chickens this year, so far I'm maintaining well through winter as the daylight goes down. But I'm going to give you my top 10 items because there's more than 10. But I'm going to give you 10 items today to stock in your pantry for breakfast. First item, and I love having this on my pantry shelf. I just knocked over something, is oats. I always have quick oats and old-fashioned oats. Sometimes I will have cream of wheat. I'll have other cereals too. It's such a versatile thing. You can even turn it into flour, but I love just oatmeal for breakfast. Put some brown sugar on it, and I always have brown sugar in my pantry, and some butter or a little bit of milk, and you have breakfast. You can add fruit to it. You can add yogurt to it. You can add nuts to it. You can add spices like cinnamon. It's very versatile, and then you can use it for set recipes. For example, I'm making one today. I am making an oatmeal bar recipe, a cookie bar, and oats is the foundation for it. Oatmeal is such an easy thing to have in your pantry and to do many items with. It's very versatile. You can make overnight oats. Mix it with some milk, shelf-stable milk, and you can add any seasonings to it you want. You can add some fruit, like some dried cranberries, and let it sit overnight, and you have a great breakfast. You can cook the oatmeal, and you can add cinnamon to it, or raisins, dried cranberries, pecans, nuts, chocolate chips. And you can make them into bars. You can make them with jam in the middle. You can use peanut butter. You can make little peanut butter balls. And then one of the things I love to do is no-bake cookies, where you have cocoa powder and oatmeal and peanut butter and sugar, and they're wonderful. You can make an apple crisp, a pear crisp, whatever canned fruit you have. So there's lots of things. I'm going to put all these ideas down below too. The next thing, and it's a base for so many items, is flour. And this is all-purpose flour that needs to be refilled from my bucket. I also have bread flour. I have all different kinds of flour. Those are my two main ones that I use. That you can make so much. You can make pancakes. Add some evaporated milk, some baking powder, add some cinnamon if you want, and you can make pancakes. If you have powdered egg or an egg, you can add that too. Drop biscuits. Drop biscuits are really easy to make with some shortening or butter, your self-rising flour, a little bit of the milk in it, and it's really easy to have drop biscuits that you can put jam on, that you can put peanut butter on, that you can add a piece of meat to, that you can make sausage gravy to go over. So flour is one of the basic things that you always have to have stocked in your pantry. Shelf-stable milk. It can be powdered milk, which I have downstairs in my pantry down there. Evaporated milk I always have. Coconut milk. You can make smoothies with this. You can make creamy oatmeal. These are an ingredient in so many items. And if for some reason you run out of milk and can't get to the store, or if weather is preventing you, if you're sick, or you don't even have the money, keep this stuff on your shelf. Peanut butter, or any kind of nut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, sun butter, whatever your family likes, keep that on your pantry shelf too, because number one, it's just good. I can stick a spoon in it and eat it and I'm happy. But you can use it in your overnight oats. You can use it in smoothies. You can make breakfast cookies with the oatmeal and a little bit of flour, some baking powder, the oatmeal, the peanut butter, and you can make some breakfast cookies. And I love peanut butter and oatmeal. I just love it. If I make oatmeal and put a spoon of peanut butter and a drizzle of honey, I love it. I just think it's so good. It's filling, it's warm. It's one of my favorite things to make for breakfast. Number 5 is canned fruit. Here's some pears that I have that I canned. I keep applesauce on hand, whether it's homemade that I have downstairs, or I had these stocked up because the grandkids like the little cups, and these work really good for in place of oil in recipes. Fruit jams that I make to go on the drop biscuits, to go into oatmeal, to make a parfait with these. I bake upside down cake with my fruit. Fruit is a nice sweet side that you can have, and it's shelf stable. You don't have to worry about, I'll buy bananas, and we like bananas, but sometimes I buy them and they sit there. The next time they're gone in 2 days. So when they sit there, they end up in the freezer. But these are good for a long time. And it doesn't have to be home canned. Get the pears, the peaches, pineapple, whatever your family will eat, that's what you want to stock in your pantry. The fruit also is really good on top of pancakes. Don't have syrup. We'll heat up some fruit chopped up, and it's wonderful on top of pancakes. Number 6 is canned meats. Spam is a real obvious one. I always usually have Spam in my pantry, but then I have home canned meats and purchased meats to make hash. Take some canned potatoes and some canned meat, fry some eggs with it. You have a great breakfast. Have some tortillas, turn these into breakfast burritos. You can buy canned corned beef and you mix it with oatmeal, with oats, and you fry it up and it's crispy. So it's like a meat patty. So then you have it stretches that canned meat out. So that's another option, but canned meat, protein's important. So make sure you have canned meats on your pantry shelf. Number 7 is 2 items that really are important to have because they kind of make everything else work, and that's baking powder and baking soda, along with salt. You want to make sure you have salt. Number 8 is things for beverages. Instant coffee. coffee pot breaks, if the electricity's out, you don't have a percolator to set on a wood stove or something, you can always still have coffee. Oolong tea, or any tea. I just happen to grab oolong. I like English breakfast, I like Lipton, I like them all. And then even hot cocoa mixes, just for the convenience of it. You can make English muffin bread very easily. And one of my childhood favorites was hot cocoa with toast or English muffin. Well, you can make the English muffin bread, which is super easy, and have it with hot cocoa and some of your homemade jam or store-bought jam. Super easy. Some things you can do. Well, for most people, you know, coffee is an essential in the morning. So that's one reason to have it. And one thing you can do, just make coffee. If you need creamer, you have your evaporated milk. You can mix some coffee in with your oatmeal and make mocha oats. Add a little bit of the cocoa powder too, and you have mocha oats. When I was a kid, I used to want cocoa Eats. It was hot cereal. I begged my mom for that. Once in a while, she would buy it. I think it was basically cream of wheat with cocoa in it. You can use teas and coffees in baking. Instead of plain water, you can use the tea or coffee to give a really unique flavor to a sweetbread. Number 10, I recommend, and I always keep on hand, some convenience mixes. I always have Jiffy cornbread, which, you know, if I want to make corn muffins or cornbread, you can make Johnny cake pancakes out of this. I used to have it on there. I don't see it anymore, but you can turn it into pancakes. And cornbread pancakes with maple syrup are really good. I always keep some different biscuit mixes and like muffin mixes. These ones do, okay, this one needs milk. This is all this needs is milk. Doesn't need any eggs or anything. And I try to keep some where all that you have to do is add a liquid. The drop biscuits here, you can add cheese if you want, and you add milk. So you can use these for breakfast. And then I can make pancakes from scratch, but I usually keep this pancake mix on hand. I do like the Kodiak, and it's got the extra protein in it. And if I want to add more protein, I can add some milk to it. I like to have some convenience mixes. If I'm sick and Jim had to make breakfast, he would have a much easier time grabbing that muffin mix and making us some muffins than he would measuring it all from scratch. Now, number 10, you gotta have sweeteners. Well, you know, you need something to sweet in your life for breakfast and for many recipes. I always have honey. I always have white sugar. I always have maple. I always have brown sugar, and I also always have maple syrup. So those are the 10 items that I recommend. But there are some basic items that kind of bring it up to a baker's dozen. Those 3 items. Number 1, you need to have different kinds of oil. Vegetable oil, if you're not against seed oils, but avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil. I always have some jars of coconut oil. You need to have oil. Number 2, yeast. Keep some yeast on hand. I always have a big thing of yeast in my freezer, but then I have some packets I have in my pantry too. I love the platinum yeast. Have some yeast, because if your bread drawer is empty, you can make bread if you have all these items. Yeast is just one of those things that's real handy to have on hand. And then the last thing is your seasoning, spices, your salt, your cinnamon, your nutmeg, things like that you need to have in your pantry or your spice shelf, because they're important ingredient in a lot of these recipes. A pinch of salt just makes things taste better. Cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever your favorite spices are to add to breakfast items. So you want to have those. So that makes it up to 13, a baker's dozen. So check your pantry and see what you have. And you might have some other things that you're going to suggest to me. And I'm all ears. I'm all open for suggestions. And what are some of your favorite pantry breakfast items that you make? You know, what can you go and open up your pantry doors and just pull out some items and make for your family quick for breakfast or brunch? If you have people stop by, you know, what can you make? Now that I've shown you my top items, my 10 plus my bonus 3 for the baker's dozen, I'm going to do some videos showing you some of the recipes. What do I make? What my pantry breakfast additions? What are my recipes that I'm going to make? So I will show you some of those, and they will be upcoming in the next few weeks. I am going to be making one this afternoon, actually. That could be a dessert or it could be breakfast. And thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, let me know down below what is important for you to have in your pantry for breakfast items. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.